Hello and welcome back to Winter's Tales. My name is AJ Winters and tonight we're diving back into the Chronicles of Aelwyn. How are we feeling, team?
Were we not doing evil?
Well, I just asked a question.
So we had to answer.
Panicked.
So it's
Rude.
I don't know what I said.
why did you just say, how are we doing tonight? You said yeehaw?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
not an answer?
What?
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Dungeon Fog,
It's foggy.
as well as the Lion's Tower. Every time.
I'm so high in this tower.
Fine in a tower.
Hind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Should we go straight into a recap or...
No other sponsors?
That's the two sponsors for tonight, yeah. I love the energy.
Love
I'm
it.
loving it.
Love it.
We're gonna just dive right in. So, previously on the Chronicles
No,
of
wait.
Aelwyn-
You said previously in the Chronicles of Aelwyn and then we do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just taking a
Oh
sharp
my God,
inhale.
I thought you were going
I was
me.
just going.
Like, no. Okay, sorry.
Previously on the Chronicles of Aelwyn. You hear her. Valentine. Where's my brother?
Back off, you evil witch!
Remember what happened the last time you got in my way, little one?
Say that again.
You know how before I said, did you get smarter?
Right.
You haven't.
I mean, yeah, it was.
I've just got a really dumb idea that I need you to get on board with.
Right. If I put you in enough pain, you should be able to disconnect from yourself, which I think might disconnect her from you. This is dangerous stuff.
Okay. What
So
else
I
have you
want
got?
to- I've got a few different ideas.
You feel this magical pull that Kroll has been able to achieve with devices attached to you. A small pocket clock emerges from Everard out of his cloak.
It's a cage for souls.
Hey, Ev,
Yeah.
who's the secret passenger?
What do you mean?
It's kind of an important thing to lie about.
Yeah. So I must have a pretty important reason, then you'd think.
Yeah, I think we should back off on this one.
Okay.
Sorry. Why should we back off?
Well, if they're hiding something from us, it's probably for a reason, right? Aren't we all on the same side?
Look, the more information, that's why we're here, the better. So,
I'm in a ritual cast identify.
In the meantime, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, that's such a cliffhanger!
on information?
So with that, are we ready? Why?
It felt like it needed some.
Just roll the intro. Kroll, as you tune into this pocket clock, you see exactly what this thing can do. It has the ability to hold within it multiple souls that you can trade in and out like a revolving door. It is an ancient item that is from the great city of Elzvar itself. This should have been lost to time. But it is not. It is in your hand right now. And through attunement, one could place the sisters into the item and call upon them when needed.
And when you say multiple souls that can be housed within it, did I get an idea of like an upper limit of that?
No.
Interesting. Yeah. Exposition cantrip to use.
What?
Here's what I learned. So I think if you attune to this thing, if you take your time to actually like get familiar with it, spend some time. Usually that's basically like it's jargon within my industry as an artificer. Attunement's basically you spend some time with it, you get to put a little bit of yourself into it, kind of thing. Then you'll be able to control that, put them in it.
Are you using message to relay this, or are you just?
No, I've taken them aside.
Oh.
I've taken them away from you guys. Be like, so is that? Does that sound like something you could do? I want to get his response to it first because it's him that's wanting to do it.
I mean,
Does that sound like something you should do?
we could probably just do that to get her out. Right?
Yeah. But also, like, if the sisters piss you off.
Ouch.
Probably. They never do.
No, of course not.
You know that we can tell when you're nodding your head.
I didn't know that actually.
We see what you see.
Oh,
So you gotta keep your eyes still when you're not dead. You gotta keep your peripheral of your nose.
Impossible.
gotta nod while keeping your eyes on the level. That's a favourite name, that. And when you shake your head,
that is my sleep paralysis demon.
keep your eyes the
Like
same.
a chicken.
Just
Right.
imagine that their whole house inside your head just tilts every time you nod.
Right.
Should we give it a go?
Why not?
Should we tell the others that's what we're doing? It's really your call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Back inside. Hey guys, how's it going? Exposition cantrip. This is what we're gonna do. And this is what it can do.
Oh my god.
And it can get souls out
How
of
many?
enemies. Potentially infinite, I'm not sure. I didn't get an
Okay.
I didn't get an idea that there was an upper limit.
Okay. Alright. So if the Blue Syndicate try to do that soul thing again,
Yes.
we can be there with this and we can
Suck-
completely foil it.
Yes.
Not just do what we did.
My thought as well is that the Blue Syndicate were doing a version of this. And they were sucking souls in to then use.
You know, they were using corpses. Maybe the corpses were doing this. Maybe the corpses
be.
had some
So
connection to the
souls
actual
have
thing.
power, obviously, the soul energy and all of that. Souls can be tapped for certain things. Would I know of the necromancy spell Soul Cage? The actual spell? No. Souls can be tapped for a whole bunch of different energies and things. And so, like, maybe I'm thinking that they were performing something. Could I get a better explanation of what it looked like? Because he's terrible at explaining what actually happened. It sounded like there was a giant pearl in the sky, like a sea gem.
It was a throbbing orb of souls.
Throbbing's an interesting one.
Pulsating.
I wouldn't.
I don't
say
like
throbbing.
throbbing.
It was a
Maybe
glowing.
Throng
Uh,
of soul, like a.
So they were killing people indiscriminately, and you could see their souls leave their bodies and join
Right.
this big orb.
Right.
It happened to someone
Reaping.
I knew.
Soul reaping of the Grim Reaper.
What?
It's a story I've heard of when I was a kid. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I told him of when your sister.
So I don't know if that was part of it or if it mattered at all if she died or not. But they had this orb, the soul orb,
Undulating.
undulating
Oh,
over a courtyard, and there were how many? 10? There were 5 mummified bodies that were channeling this spell somehow.
Okay.
Then what happened was a spire, a monolith, a pillar, shot of the soul orb and deep into the caverns underneath Queensport.
Right. Not the image I got from you, actually.
Where there were
Exactly
you went
what I
down
said.
there.
It's exactly
Yeah.
what I said.
So underneath Queensport, there was it's a really, really fucking magical place. And I forgot it. I'm gonna relay it.
That's right. It was a city or part of a city that used to exist when that area was part of Benenfell. It's very similar to the ancient city that you found Huxley's mother in.
At all similar to the ancient city that we can see the pillars of around the city, Lost City of Nauvoo?
No.
Okay, great.
More like the magic gardens that you were allowed entrance into
Yes.
in the mountain
in the
city.
mountains.
Basically, the only people that had access were people with the spirits inside of them.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they were doing something similar to this. But then the pillar plunged into the ground and what?
The pillar was what unites the runic circle.
Right.
It's one pillar of, we suspect,
Oh, so they're going to
potentially
do
many
that thing in all these
in
different places.
multiple other places and
then
make
the
a
pillars
big
are a big
circle,
circle,
and then
right.
they and then whatever happens
Didn't know
happens.
that part. That's what that makes a lot more
So
sense.
as long
now.
as we can disrupt any one of those circles, they don't get a full
And-
circle.
That was, I mean, not the plan, but that's what we tried to do in Queensport.
Also, now that Queensport has this pillar in it, can't destroy the pillar. If nothing that can be done there. Like it's just got the pillar, can't take it down.
Before any more information could be gleaned about that, we all split up
Right.
because of trauma.
It makes sense that you failed. I didn't mean that to sound as harsh as it is. But
It's
you,
what happened.
You tried to do thing and it didn't go as planned, so you.
I get it.
Yeah.
We failed.
Okay, so let's attune you to this and see if you can get any unwanted passengers out.
Great. Are there any in there?
Not that I got the impression of, no.
Right.
But this could be the key to everything. This could
It
be
could.
what we've
That's
needed.
probably why it was. That's probably why you, identified it in the first place and knew that it was important enough to tattoo on him, because you knew that it would be involved in preventing the thing. It's very smart of you.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Wait, so you did the tattoos on us, or just me?
Do I know about that if I actually performed a tattoo or if I just designed them?
Roll me a recall check.
That's right.
What's that? 6.
You didn't, as far as you know, didn't perform the tattoos, but you were making this one, as in you designed it.
So I don't think I put it on you per se.
Right.
But I was definitely somehow involved in the process of creating this one. I don't know about any of the others.
Well, like, have you seen all of them? Has everyone shown you? Have you had a good look at them?
Clothes off, everybody!
I've looked at all the files, right?
You would have on the 3.5 days
Yes. Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Huxley would have shown you everyone's.
Yeah. Nothing stuck out. I couldn't remember anything else.
Right. So just this one in particular. What would you say they did?
What?
The astral stuff.
Oh, the Astral Sea used to be where people would. It was kind of like people store. Before we said like beyond the veil, people don't know where people go when we die, but like people now say beyond the veil. People used to talk about this Astral Sea as being like a place where souls would go, like afterlife. I don't know, chill out there. I don't know much.
And the soul storm is
Yeah, that's-
didn't make it. Or?
The people who didn't make it, they got. So the history, I would know this, right?
Mhm.
The history is that like this area tried to like conjure a god or like make themselves as powerful as gods or something that pissed off the gods. And then the gods went, no, none of that, and they killed everyone that was involved in doing that. And then they didn't allow. Obviously, it's a punishment, so they didn't allow them to just pass on to a nice little astral sea ocean cruise. They just kept them here, revolving around forevermore in a soul storm. I got that right?
That's correct.
Do the sisters want to pass on?
Well, here's the thing. The sisters are a peculiar one because every time that we were experimenting with the souls in the soul storm and the soul energy, as I said before, they would come out as just like wisps, like partial bits, like fragments of soul. The things in the soul storm are like the tormented beings but they're not like whole people, except for the sisters, who are, for some reason, intact, full people who can manifest themselves. I don't understand that yet.
You haven't worked it out, have you? Shut up.
So I don't know. I
Well, get them out. Let's talk to them. They should have a say in this.
the other
They're sleepy.
that's sure. The other thing that's going on for him at the moment is potentially worsened if they leave, because they're leaving him unguarded.
Are you sick?
Kind of.
See, I believed him. See, only one of you had to answer, and it was him.
Great. Feel a bit tired.
Hey,
I reckon it's time for a nap.
Attune to that. Spend some time looking at it
Yeah.
and thinking about it, and
Go
see what happens.
Look at this.
You're all welcome to stay here. I don't
Thank-
have much in the way of spare beds, but I can get you some pillows down and things. I'm sure some of us can bunk up and that.
Sure.
I've got a couch. I'll make something comfortable for you.
Is there a roof?
Of course. Is there a roof?
I mean, is there...
Oh no, there's a ceiling, but there's nothing on the other side of it. I'm in some sort of extra dimensional space.
I mean, is there
We're under
a
solid
flat
rock
roof, or is it a big slope that if someone
It
tried
would
to
be
sleep
dry
on
wood
it...
here, right?
It's built into a rock face.
Yeah, so I would have a
Oh,
sturdy slope.
So is there a roof?
Of course, there's a roof. It's on the upside of the. It's on the other side of the rock.
You
It
gotta go
ends.
all
It's
the way
not.
back up the
It's not
elevator.
infinite to the sky, is it? At some point it stops.
Okay, so your house does not have a roof, though. It just turns into
On the
rocks.
other side of the ceiling, there is more rock,
All right.
which I didn't know when you asked me that until the DM told me that that's how the design of my workship was apparently
Well,
created.
either way, fuck me, right?
There are roofs in the rest of the town, though. If you want to sleep on someone's roof.
I'm a bit tired. Don't you?
There's not a lot of roofs in the city because it's all built into the rock.
I'll figure it out.
Big wide street then. It's just one street through the
And then
entire
it goes
city.
into the rock face. Yeah.
Ah,
Cool.
That's very cool.
Sick.
Sick one.
Would you like to sleep on a roof or something once?
I just wanted to look at the stars.
Oh, you don't have to go to a roof for that. You can do that from the pavement outside. Just walk outside and look up. It's a good place for stargazing because we don't get a lot of clouds in the desert. It gets pretty cold though.
Well, it's something that I used to do with Oscar.
Oscar?
Roscoe,
Oh, Roscoe.
the little one.
Yeah, it's a shame she couldn't make it. She was cute. Anyway,
So, what is Roscoe's Nesca then just not come back?
I believe, well, Inesca we're not sure, but it seems like they've both chosen family.
Great.
can't blame him for that.
That's really
No.
Also, about the family thing, Inesca's family. She was an item with Allegro, right?
Oh, that guy.
You remember him?
Yeah.
he got crossed off the list. We don't know why.
Yeah.
fuck.
Is he dead?
Oh, fuck.
What?
Yeah, he might be dead then.
Nice.
I beat the shit out of him, but not by my own volition.
Oh, this was after.
While I was charmed by the dark bitch, after I managed to escape, some of my memories of the time with her came back to me, and he was asking questions about you and knew you, and so
Did he see a play? Did he get to see the play in the end?
He did talk about a play, yeah. I don't remember much, but I remember tying him to a chair and then I had to interrogate him, and she used me to get information. By the way, physical violence has to be administered in a very particular way if you're going to actually get useful information in an interrogation, and the way that she was asking me to do it was not conducive to him knowing who he was, let alone giving her the information she wanted.
Yeah, we know. It's trial and error to figure out the right sort of.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, let me go set up some beds for everyone. I'm gonna head off and into my place and try and find things that are comfortable.
Go for it.
You wanna fuck him? Him?
Why?
That was morbid.
You were on the phone while I cut off someone's fingers.
Yeah, but
On the phone. You were on the.
what?
On the other side of the Austenite.
You were on the other side of the Austenite when I was cutting off people's fingers.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you mean?
She's gone dark, Aaron. She's got a little dark, and that's okay. We've just got to keep taking it in stride.
Is it?
I'm gonna excuse myself from the situation and go for a walk and see if I can get triggered by anything
Okay.
around.
Shouldn't get triggered by anything.
Good trigger. Not modern day triggered. Original meaning.
Memories.
Sometimes I have those
Memories.
days, you know, you just go around and get triggered.
I could really do with some triggers right now.
Roll me a recall roll.
You got this.
Oh yeah, get triggered, babe. Do it.
You got this.
Oh,
15.
That's pretty triggered.
Okay.
That's pretty triggered. A triggered roll.
In the meantime, what is everyone else doing? Settling down for the evening? It is nighttime now.
What do you mean you're cutting off people's fingers?
There were people's fingers, and I cut them off.
I'm sorry. I understood that. Why?
Pirates, arms dealers, blue syndicate.
The why was
You
because
just said words.
The why was because we needed to know things.
What is happening here?
Everard, if you're not going to tell us stuff, we don't have to tell you stuff. And Iggy leaves.
If you don't want to tell us stuff, I'll cut off your fingers and make you. When Cadence leaves.
Dad.
Just tell me what's going on.
Look, if I just told you, then it would be unfair because then you'd be the only one who'd know, and everyone would know, and that wouldn't be fair.
It's already unfair. Kroll already knows.
But he's been helping me to figure it out.
We can't help you.
No, you can, but that's what we're trying to get to, like that point, so that we can work it together.
Who's in your head?
You're starting to get in my head a little bit, and I'm very confused. I'll cut off your fingers.
Many have tried recently.
As you travel around the lost city of Naboo, with a 15, a memory does come to you. But it's one that you've had before. You walk down a corridor with darkened black rock to a large wooden door. And you tap out a particular beat, and you watch as the door opens. And it stops. You continue to walk further down the street. And things change from the painted district into one of the others, one of the more scandalous parts of town. As you head into the veiled tapestry district, you see more scandalously clad people, a lot more alcohol, and gambling. And something stops you. You retrace your steps, and as you walk back into the veiled tapestry district, that memory triggers again. Almost as if you have a proximity to work with. But nothing else seems to trigger you in this city. You try heading in the opposite direction. And as you enter into the Stone District, you see a very tall building that's part of the lost city of Naboo that is a library of some kind. and a memory comes to you. You don't know if it's because you recently left Kroll's place, but you're sitting in the library reading over tomes about ancient runes and spell circles from the great city of Elzbar. A new translated scroll gets dropped off to you. The ancient language from the great city of Elzbar has been lost, but there is one person that's able to decipher that language. And as you're sitting there reading over this scroll, Kroll walks into the library in search of something, and you feel yourself roll your eyes.
Damn it, I was hoping she wouldn't remember that.
Pray tell, what does Kroll ask?
Kroll just tries to ask if you can help him find a thing. Like he says like, you're much more familiar with this library than I am, and I'm in a bit of a hurry. Is there any chance you could help me find what I'm looking for? I know you don't work here, and it's rude, but like, it'd be a real help.
You get the impression this is not the first time that this particular person has asked for something from you.
I think I give it a bit of a sigh, and then I help.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
Last
okay.
time, though.
Of course. What are you working on?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would love to know. Chat 20 questions. If I get it, you tell me.
Okay.
Alright, is it something to do with history? And then I think we play like sort of this is Kroll flirting in a way of like trying to, and also trying to work out what she's actually working on because he is genuinely interested.
Roll me a deception check.
Do I know?
No, you don't.
So many.
First step.
Oh,
No.
hit the other ones. 10.
Plus 8.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got expertise.
really?
Could still be bad, but yeah,
You can ask once you have a suspicion as to what class you are, you can ask, and then she'll tell you.
Feel free to like pass notes about what you think.
Okay, try rogue.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
Am I a rogue?
You are not.
There you go.
Bard?
Are you a fighter?
I mean,
Can you ask if you're a
Could be a
fighter?
swords bard.
Can I ask 13 questions?
As you have this conversation, you expertly play 20 questions, where Kroll is left more confused than when he started asking them.
Alright, I mean, you played, I suppose. What I need is just here, actually. Thank you. I didn't need anything, I just wanted to talk to you. I'm sorry. You're very attractive, and I find that I enjoy your company a lot.
I gotta get back
I
to
know,
what I'm.
I know. I've got to get back to work as well.
Okay.
But I'll see you around. And I grab one of the books and take it to wherever I need to take it.
You roll your eyes once more and the memory fades. The next morning, you all wake, unless anyone wanted to do anything particular that night. Okay.
I'm just saying, look, Kate's gonna change into a femme form and
Okay.
just see what happens.
Okay.
There's a limited number of beds in the place, so yeah, I think it's economical that we would share a bed.
Oh,
It
definitely.
just makes sense.
I think it does.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You wake up the next morning.
Iggy just goes and like walks through the city and just tries to just think.
You don't sleep.
Oh, I sleep. I must rest long. No, actually, I'm okay. Actually, no, I'm fine. I think I'll sleep like
Enough that you don't get exhausted.
with fits.
Who's fits?
Lucky fits.
He tries to sleep and it doesn't come permanently.
Pause too long.
You try that again.
Poor fits.
Iggy,
One more.
One more for safety. One more for safety.
Yep.
Iggy sleeps restlessly.
Okay. Everyone else?
I don't think that Hux is gonna sleep in the workshop. I think that Hux is gonna take up a position nearby where he can watch the entrance of the workshop and sort of, I guess, have a look around and basically keep watch.
Okay.
I think he'll probably keep an eye on the gang that have left and when they come back and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And try to see if there's any Blue Syndicate watching us.
Okay. Investigation or perception, depending on what you're trying to do.
I would
I didn't
prefer
know you could do
investigation.
I can't.
Not useful.
I can't.
9. A 2 plus 7.
There is no evidence of the Blue Syndicate being here. People just keep talking about the devastation that happened 29 days ago.
The lower district stuff, right?
Yeah.
Would we have heard anything about it?
No.
Okay.
At first you think they're talking about Queensport,
Mm.
and then they start talking about other details that were not Queensport.
Okay.
That whole evening of talking, we didn't ever mention,
it at all. No. There was a lot of other things going on.
Stuff going on.
Forgot
we
that bit.
about it.
Forgot that bit.
What's all
Side question. Did Kate and I manage to get any of the blue from our hideout?
Can you rock, paper, scissors, Tristan, for me?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Don't lose. That's our blue.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yes, you did.
Fuck yeah.
How much?
A small barrel.
Small barrel.
Still can do a lot of damage, but you bargained with Iggy to be able to take some with you on the Hidden Ones ship.
Cool.
And I probably said at the time, remember what happened at the last ship that we were on?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
In the back of the cannon.
It's a small barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, I that's what I do for the night.
Okay.
I keep watch.
Then lastly, Everard.
Tune.
Tuning.
Yeah, looking at this for a while, I think at some point just like has a bit of a break and then walks out to, where he thought Cade was sleeping, sees that they're not there and like looks upstairs. Just go and look at this. Because everyone is gone. It's just that happening upstairs. He's just there with a
So sour.
sour. What do you mean?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I?
A little bit. Everyone's left you.
Yeah.
You're just alone.
Yeah.
Bit tragic.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, it's not like they're gone forever. They're literally going to come back.
Maybe.
They might be coming upstairs. I don't know.
Oh, they are.
That's gross. You're sick.
Remember how horny you were for her? Way back when?
Yeah, we.
I choose not to remember that.
So you really don't know where the magic from the sisters comes from?
Block it.
And we're back to you being an idiot. Just, next time you're a bit curious, maybe you should poke a little deeper and find out just exactly where they get their magic. Because they aren't ethered. So.
But they're like literally soul people. I mean, that's magic in itself.
Alright. Sure. Sleep well.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to now.
You just hear like a laugh fade into the back of your mind.
Ominous. That's
Horrendous.
now I see why Iggy hated her so much.
That and the killing my parents.
That also didn't help.
He doesn't think about that.
Rude.
Just
the way she was
rude and she'd laugh at you.
You return back to the workshop to sleep, I'm assuming? Okay. Then all of you wake up the next day.
Easy,
You are
easy.
attuned. Mm-hmm.
I feel like a Power Ranger.
Sure.
Go,
Soul.
Everard.
What would you like to do? You're attuned to it. You all meet for breakfast?
Gonna sit. Yeah, okay. I was just gonna sit down there waiting for people to wake up, just like a kid on Christmas. Just like
You sit at the table. Iggy's already at the table, and it's just like probably
Morning.
munching on tack, like hard tack or something,
What?
like ship's biscuit.
What's that?
It's like a
So why are you eating
lambus
bread?
we've got like potato bread.
What?
What bread?
It's a nickname for it that I call it because it's like a little boar.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
don't know. Please help me.
No, well, I can make this taste like whatever I want. So right now it tastes like sap. Just prestidigitation.
Morning all. How's it going? Got breakfast? Everybody good? Did you manage to get things working?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right. Tell me about it. I'll fry us up something.
Great.
I'm gonna start
So,
in the kitchen doing some stuff.
Everybody, thank you for joining us here today.
You trying to shit?
No. So,
Can you get it to work the way that we want it to work?
I don't know.
Try it, for fuck's sake. You want to go into the lab so that we're a more safe environment, so that we can control things a lot more. I can hook you up to Bibblebop again.
Or we can just knock you out at the breakfast bar if things go well.
It's a breakfast bar. I'm eating fucking crumbs.
Yeah, why are you eating that?
Wow.
I found it. I found it.
I think that's just from the wall. I don't think that's.
I
I think that's drywall.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's rat poisoned. Not rat. You know, it's an acronym. It's not just something else. I was joking. It's fine. You're gonna
Let's
have to clean
talk
that.
this,
You're
it's
gonna
fine.
have to clean that.
Oh my god. Oh my
Stick to
god.
dust.
What were you?
You
Okay.
can magic that away.
He's got prestidigitation, which he was just casting on it before.
You know what?
It's not just for flavouring
That's
things.
usually how I solve my problems. Sometimes I think growth requires leaving one's comfort zone and taking responsibility. Also, fuck you. I just want to get his dustpan dirty.
What the fuck is going on?
Anyway,
Everyone, let's go.
let's go to the. Let's have some breakfast first.
Yeah,
then.
bring your.
I provide some food.
Okay.
Something fried. I'm not going to suggest any amount of foods because I don't know what exists in this world anymore.
So-
Bread and mushrooms are
Maybe I'll
fine.
just go and sit
Conversation that we last night. Remember that?
down. Yeah, I speak down.
Okay. Here's some food. Eat up, and then downstairs to the workshop, and back out the back of the workshop is like a research lab kind of an area. It's not huge. It's not well stocked, but it's currently got wires and things dangling. Like it kind of looks like if somebody was on a super low budget and was trying to run like a podcast from their spare room or something, and it would have like just stuff up on the wall and like things that have been bolted on in places. Kind of looks like that, and there's like wires stick, and it's all kind of pointing to a chair in the center of it. No, it's pointing to Bibblebop, who's still in the center of it because he hasn't spotlighted.
Bibblebop!
Hey, that's right. I got him
Nice.
back. He was hiding.
Good
He hid
job.
himself under the pier, which is very clever of him.
You're
I shouldn't say
so
him. It's not a
smart,
creature.
Bibblebop.
It's not smart.
You're so smart. You just thought of that all by yourself.
Yeah.
I saw the cup is on my head.
Right. So
So,
have a seat. Just to Bibblebop again. Bibblebop's out.
everyone crosses his legs.
So what are we? Are you trying to get the sisters out or?
Trying to yes, in a way. Right.
It's soul time.
Soul time. Is that how you say it? Is that how it works? Just think about it. Just think about doing the thing it's meant to do.
I think.
Arcana roll.
You got this. You got this. You got this. I'm gonna cast guidance on him,
Okay.
so you get to add a D4 to it. Add a D4. Add a D4.
feel like this
That's a 1, which is going to take me to 23.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
It's going to go great.
You watch as out of your hand and into this small clock floats 4 small beams of light, like little stars,
All 4 of them?
into
Do
the
I-
pocket clock.
Like, as it's floating out, we're all seeing it as well?
Mhm.
Do I notice, like, any, because of yesterday's success with the different colours of the, or anything? I can't
They
recognise
sort
the
of-
4 of them.
They go through Everard's hand into the pocket clock,
Right.
and they look like 4 stars floating
Right.
within it.
So there's no time where we actually see the individual souls travel through the air. Okay, then I wouldn't recognize any of them.
No.
You wouldn't be able to recognize them in this
Stars.
form
No,
either.
for
They
sure.
look like
What?
little stars.
Okay, that looked promising. How's things inside?
Silent.
How are we going?
Good.
It's good? How do you feel?
Great. Great. They're not there.
Magical? Do you feel like you've got your powers?
I don't know.
Try and do something. Not destructive. Try and change. You can change shape, can't you? Disguise self? Is that something you got?
Yep.
Shift.
Can I try?
Shift yourself. Shift.
You watch as one of the stars goes back into you.
Oh! You want to change form?
Yeah.
What do you want to be?
Your pick.
You watch as Everard changes into Cadence.
Oh, okay, so it still works. But I saw something shift out of it to do that, which means that you're calling on them to use it.
Yeah. Skeptics.
Skepti's there. Sup, Skepti? Good morning.
Morning!
What's it? Can she? If the rest of them aren't in there, can you bring Skepti? Could you?
Oh,
come out? Hey, it's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Bibblebop!
I give her a. I'm gonna give her a hug. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Can I have a hug as well, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. It's been a month. I haven't seen you in a while. I've got a lot of questions for you.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Because I haven't seen you in a while and we haven't had a chance to talk, and I want to know what it's like in there.
Horrible.
Yeah. How about in there? Did you get put inside of that thing and could you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Right. You could feel it while you were in there?
Kind of.
Could you feel how much space there was in there?
A lot.
Who's in there with
We
you?
don't need to answer the specifics of your new guest, your new housemate. But the sisters, everyone was in there, right? Everyone.
Yeah.
I think Skepti should be able to do what she wants.
She can, yeah, and I'm saying it's not a good idea. I can advise her, but she can still make the choice. I think it's for the best that we don't name the new housemate.
Oh. Okay.
But
I'm gonna kill her.
yes, I would. I'm right with you on that one. So everybody's out of his head and in this thing. Is it comfortable in there? Like you're
Yeah,
in
it's like-
pain?
It's like Everard's head, but a giant bath.
Oh, okay. I would have thought Everard's head was spacious enough, but fair enough. Okay, this is excellent. This is excellent news.
Yeah?
Can you call on the three sisters all at once to get back inside and just leave the unwanted one in there?
The unwanted one.
Sure. I can try.
Try.
Silly. Can you hear me?
Hi.
That looked promising.
Hi.
I think if you stop holding it, we stop being tethered to you. So if you called Scortia and then let go of it, or you could put us back in there if you wanted.
Scortia.
Oh, that feels good.
Top notch, Foley.
That was a real sound. That was no sound effect.
That's it. That looks promising. All three, you can contact all
Three are there.
Check me. Or maybe put it down. I'll get Bill up to pick it up. What does it feel like? Does it feel like it's connected?
You're still attuned to it.
I mean, I don't want to think about
No.
it's
you don't
too
wanna call
hard.
it.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
I got
Skepti kicks the clock.
Okay. I think it's
Okay.
safe to open up about specifics now. You feel still no? Yes?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Sisters? Do you feel good?
If you do.
I do well.
They immediately emerge out of Everard and Scortia slaps you in the face.
The hip. Yes. Ow. What was that one for? Wait.
Oh,
Okay,
these
yeah, that
are
makes
the sisters.
Who's?
They live in me.
Yeah.
You see 3 sisters, all with very dark hair and green eyes. Very beautiful, each of them. Celie is the eldest,
Happens.
around early 20s. Scortia, slightly younger. And Skepti looks to be around 12, 15 years old, but the voice of Skepti is far younger.
She looks like a kid, not a kid.
2,000 years old.
2000.
Why were they in your head?
Maybe more.
1,000.
So,
Yeah.
Everard had a 4th one in the head, which is now in there. You're okay?
You remember
He's
The
really
statue.
bad. It was your sister. Valentine's in there. Really bad at getting to the point, like sort of burying the lead.
You just ruined the entire story.
Sometimes it's better to rip
Could've-
the band-aid off.
Talked about that for like 15
Iggy.
minutes.
She's been around and listening to things. I've been for the last month trying to get information from her about the Blue Syndicate, but I couldn't force her to come out of his head so that I couldn't interrogate, I couldn't ask her things. I don't know. While you were in there, Skepti, could you hear us talking around you?
No.
So she can't hear us now, which is good. So that's one problem solved. The Blue Syndicate can't hear us when she's in there. Also, the good news is we have her. So now if we can work out what to do with that, we've got an advantage over them. We've got someone who knows what their plan is.
Can we just take a second, be a little sensitive?
Right. Sorry. My academic brain got a little too excited. How
That's
you
why
doing? You okay?
I had to leave.
Why?
To figure that out. You had literally just seen the death of your own sister.
I killed her.
Not well enough.
Are you okay? Like, talk us through what you're feeling.
It's just like I can't get closure on anything.
Right. Is that what it was for you? Like when you thought she was gone for good? That was like, it felt like what you were after?
She looked sorry, and I didn't forgive her.
Right.
She did awful things. And I've got so many questions. But if you couldn't get anything from her, why would she talk to me?
I mean, I don't know from a
That was
back
before.
Like,
She was protected. She was in here. She was fighting with the sisters. You know, it was all.
shit. I was in shit.
I
Like,
could make it go away.
She was really broken.
They broke her. When she was young.
you think there is actual regret there? Like actual remorse on her part?
Could have been a trick.
She She tried to take some of my memories, so I took some of hers.
You have some of her memories.
I watched them.
Like memories of what?
Things that were important to her, so I could rub it in her face.
That could be really useful to us, right? Like what like things about the Blue Syndicate, about the rituals they were doing, about their plans,
No.
about her childhood and how she got involved with it in the first place.
Yeah, that was one of them.
I mean, that could be closure. Like, what are we?
I stopped thinking about it. I just thought that it was done.
Cade goes over and grabs the stopwatch and just like walks in front of Iggy and just goes, "What do you want to do? Do you want to keep it? Do you want to toss it? Do you want to destroy it?
I could make it go away,
So make it go away."
but then we'd lose the watch.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's smart.
It's not.
I think no. It's not a smart idea. We, especially not to be making this decision right now.
Just spent the last month trying to get this to just destroy it would be such a waste.
Iggy, what do you want to do?
They're right. It's a resource.
She didn't kill your family.
I want to hear about that.
The biggest thing for her, why she is so mean, is because your family, your tribe, were killed because they were Ethids. And so she wants to bring magic back to Aelwyn so that there's no reason to kill them for magic use.
And to do that, how many people has she killed?
Well, she's a bad person, but she's a bad person because she was hurt.
Who killed the Ethids?
Don't know. But it wasn't.
But her whole thing was driven by revenge.
Yeah.
I don't remember enough.
What was it that made you believe she'd killed your family in the first place?
What was it?
Roll a recall roll.
18.
You were away at the time. You were in the city of Austin with Nishayla. And you were informed of what had happened. A Leonid female had been there and had caused it.
Was this before or after she was taken?
After. She'd been missing for 2 years.
This is after they took her. I was visiting friends, and I found out that she was there. No one else survived. I knew she did. And whether she was made to do it, she didn't stop. She kept working with them.
You know, it was her. Like, couldn't have been a mistaken identity, a different Leonid. Couldn't have been someone who made. I mean, we just saw Everard change himself to look like Cadence. Like, it couldn't have been someone setting her up.
I've worked my whole life thinking it was. Trying to stop her, trying to stop them, to free her. But then, had the knife to her throat. I asked her why she was doing it. Why she did any of it. And she didn't tell me. I'm just sick of not knowing.
I mean, how we might. With this, she's. You never know. I could try and fashion something up that helps her, force her to tell the truth. Or, I don't know. We've got options while ever she's here.
Iggy kind of glances at Kay and says, maybe it's better left in the past. Move forward. Hey, excuse me. And he goes for a walk.
Okay. The rest of you are left staring at this pocket clock.
So that's why I had to go. Hope you're not mad at me.
Made sense.
Lucas is laughing, Cadence is not.
Okay.
Could I have that back, please?
Cadence and I got skilled at extracting information, if that is an avenue that we wish to pursue.
She's a ghost
And,
currently showing
yeah,
her fingers.
And the problem with that was partly I couldn't work out a way to force her to be corporeal enough that violence would be a threat to her.
Don't always need that.
Mm.
She's cocky. She thinks she's got it all sorted out. We just play into that.
Right.
We just make her believe that we're falling for her plan.
Yeah.
There are other
I-
ways to make people fall.
I think in order for that to be the case in this form, until I can work on it some more or get to know it, I think it would perchance be that you would have to unattune to it, and then one of you would have to attune to it so that you could talk to her. But that means letting her in. I don't know how to talk to her in this form. She can't hear us, we can't communicate.
Would that even work if we attune to that?
I would, from my limited understanding of it from last night and thinking about it this morning, if he unattunes while she's in it, she'll stay in it, and then whoever attunes to it from that point can then talk to her, can then bring her in the same way that he does with the girls. But I don't know. I mean, as soon as he unattunes to it, maybe she dies for good, or maybe she pops out of it and is forced into a corporeal form. There could be a whole number of things. That's why I would like it back, so that I can study it some more. Arcane devices is what I do. Oh shit! They are also sometimes volatile. I'm gonna just keep it safely on my person. In fact, I'm gonna walk over to Bibblebop and put it in one of the lock drawers, and then tell him, Bibblebop, lock that. Yes.
Hello, Everard. Funny story. We had a quick chat, V and I, just about her, thinking that she's top shit.
Yeah.
Cocky. And she was like, well, if I'm in here, so are your sisters, and you're not going to do anything to affect them. But if they're not in there, then she is.
Oh. So you leave the sisters in there, take her back inside you. You give her the full room of your head though. And
What a
that's
fucked
a-
up place to
there's
be.
A lot of space in
That's
there.
a
What's
much
your
worse deal for
plan
her.
How would you hurt her in some way once she's in you though?
I don't know, but I know that they feel pain when I do. They are under the influence when I am. Magic, especially.
Right.
I don't know if it'll work, but
yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah. But do you have a better endurance than her? If we put you through just as much torture as we put her through, who gives out first?
No one way to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're affected by everything you're affected by,
Look,
I could cast on the truth.
Oh,
Oh,
right, that
sure,
works
yes.
too. I thought you were going to hit me.
that is something I was thinking about, and I don't have access to that. But I forgot that you're a holy person, sort of. That would
It's
that would
airflow.
help.
The holes.
There's also the thing that we haven't been bringing up about the Blue Syndicate's base here in Nauvoo.
Yeah, we're
It was-
interested in that.
Very.
They destroyed it, so there's not much to be interested in. Exactly. So they.
Is that what I've been hearing about in the Lower District?
Yeah. Where did you hear about that?
Last
Oh, we
night.
So,
Right. Yeah. well,
It's
I
Heard
said
something happened. I
the
don't know.
strangest thing, about nothing of the news of Queensport has come here.
No,
And-
the people here don't even know that Queensport was attacked. So I think Blue Syndicate have somehow stopped the news of Queensport travelling. So it probably because obviously then they're not going to meet as much resistance as they set up each of the pillars if people don't know that each of the pillars has happened.
So which
So-
pillar did they do here.
They didn't do anything here. They were based here, or part of their organization was based here in the lower district. You would probably know something about it if we can remind you somehow. And then the same day that they did the pillar in Queensport, they moved on from here. They tried to get rid of their evidence. They destroyed it and made it look like it was a Howler attack. But there's still a cleanup happening, and if we wanted to poke around, we could go down to the lower district and poke around in the cleanup, see if we could find where their base of operations was, hopefully with your help, and find if they've failed to cover up any of their information. And maybe she can help us in some way. I don't know if she can tie in with some way, but at the very least we could get more information about the Blue Syndicate by going to the lower district.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a thought as well.
Bingo bango.
It's been 29 days since then, so the cleanup
Yes.
has
Cleanup's pretty much done.
now
Then
the
why the
area
fuck
now the
did you
area is
say
blocked
that?
off.
It's blocked off though, so it's
Oh.
we wouldn't be going in as cleanup crew, but we'd be sneaking in to a blocked off area,
Oh, that's fun.
That's
which is fine because fewer people poking around.
I
It's just
sneak,
the authorities
just
in
walk.
this town are, you don't want to get on the wrong side.
Did you kill people?
Don't ask questions. You
Yeah.
don't want the answer.
I do want the answer though. It's-
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Like bad people.
But,
You've
but,
killed
but
people.
why?
Why not?
I've
killed
killed person.
You've killed person, bad person.
Yes.
Yeah, these were people dealing blue. They're pirates. Ours, the bad people, right?
It's not necessarily them. It's why did you?
Who else is gonna?
Well,
Okay, can I just clarify? So this pocket watch thing that I, for some reason, tattooed on you, which we think is to store the soul that is Iggy's sister, she has something to do with the Blue Syndicate.
No, she is like
She was-
well up there.
Right. And you think she's part of the plan with these monolith things
Yeah.
for souls to
Yeah.
somehow cause a war or something of
Yes.
souls.
Yes.
I think that the souls are being used as energy to power a ritual that is big enough to summon a god or something.
Right.
You would know that the secret rune on the back of each of your lists showed a variety of different ingredients in
Yeah.
different locations.
Pull it out of my
Sea gem.
Sea gem
Like
was
Sea gem.
Sea gem was one of the locations.
Wasn't Ethid blood another?
Yes.
So they killed the Ethid family, the tribe, took the Ethid blood. The sea gem with the Queen's boys. So the Blue Syndicate somehow got the Queen's boys on board. Still don't know what the planet, the connection is there. But they had the Queen's boys to get the sea gem. The Austenite was when you would tell me about your whole thing with the
Those are the points.
mines?
On that, right?
points on the map, yes. And then what else is there? Because that's the points they're hitting.
So that's
What other ones haven't they got yet, or haven't we found out about?
There-
Do we know that?
Sienna.
There's shit missing in our maps. Can I ask? Sorry.
We never got her list.
She stole it, hey?
Your question?
Hello, hi, Lucas. Would I know what happened to Lyell's Ethid tribe?
As far as you know, they have survived.
They're okay.
It's a different tribe.
My fiance,
Oh, yeah.
dead fiance. Okay.
As far as you know,
Okay.
they were the fire tribe.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow.
So their Blue Syndicate are hitting all these things, all
Yeah.
part of ingredients.
Yeah.
But as far as we know, to create their ritual, they're going to need a bunch of these pillars. That's what Iggy said, right?
Yeah.
And they've only hit one so far.
So far.
That we know of. There might be another one way out. in the
If they're
desert
blocking
somewhere.
information, then who knows?
Yes, we might not have heard about another city that's been hit.
Yeah.
Okay. But regardless, they had a base here that they destroyed to try and cover up and move on, I guess.
What's on your mind?
What was happening? What was
He's
happening
gone for a
in
walk.
Austin when you guys left?
Iggy, come back. We have questions.
He's literally just sitting on the step up. of the workshop.
Oh.
Just needed, like, he said he was going for a
I
walk.
can hear, like, I can hear the echo, and I'm like, all right, I'll be back.
You would have probably met somebody who's turned up for work. I'd imagine one of my workers has turned up at some point in
Sure.
this morning.
Yeah.
So you probably met.
Oh, hello.
Who would be the
Deirdre.
Deirdre?
Hello.
Huge
Sorry.
thriving woman.
He stands, moves on in.
Are you here for a job?
Yeah.
Okay. Crawl?
Yeah. Oh shit.
No, he's,
Yeah.
he's
Come back out from the back room. Hey, what's up? Hi, Iggy, a friend of mine. Deirdre.
Oh, more of them.
Friend of mine.
Okay.
What's happening?
Some friends are visiting.
Okay.
That's what.
Am I working today?
Yes, we have the skiff from the big fella. I forget his name, Joey or something, whatever it was. It's tilting to the left.
All right, I
the
will
left.
get to work on that.
Thank you. As is Cedric still not here? All right, box his ears. Yes, just confine yourself to the workshop if possible. I've got things happening in the thank you very much. You didn't get very far. We have some other questions if you're all right. Would you like a drink? I've got you some. Do you kind drink? Your people?
I
Just ask that.
I haven't been. To keep it clear head.
Yeah, you need to clear head. Let me get you something sap-like, right? All right. Let's see what I've got. We've got in my drinks cabinet. See
Got
if
some
I've
mead.
something. Yeah, some mead. Here you are, pal. Drink up. Coming to the back room, we've got some questions.
Yeah.
The symbols on the back of the things that you have, they're all pointing to different ingredients of the stuff. So, Jim, they somehow got the Queen's Boys on board and got a bunch of that. The Ethid blood, unfortunately, probably came from your family.
Wow.
Then we have, what? It's pragmatic. Let's get to the point.
Okay.
We've got the Austinite, which came from that town that you guys were from.
Austin.
Austin.
How was it?
How was Austin when you left?
Oh, there was some civil unrest.
Right.
I was too swept up in figuring things out.
Okay. What else is on the ingredient list? Because that's possibly stuff they haven't hit yet. Maybe that's where you need to be going next.
We're missing a page.
Oh,
Yeah.
where's the page?
With someone who works for and also against the Blue Syndicate. We've had
That's
multiple-
promising because they
Yeah.
can be turned.
Yeah, well,
Free, like free agent.
a wild card.
Wild card more than double agent.
Mhm.
Like unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not
I
so good.
think one of the sort of a work for the highest bidder kind of type.
Right.
Was hired to kill us and also protect us at the same time.
Oh,
We're
that's
two
handy.
different people.
Yeah, that's smart. Because either way you win, you get payout.
She was hot, so.
Oh yeah.
Heck of a writer.
Smart.
Smart.
Smut.
Oh, smut. She wrote smut. Interesting.
Yes,
Do we
she did.
use that
I wonder if I've read her stuff. What's it? That's
Not
not
published
important.
yet.
So is that all we know then? Without that missing page, is there any other ingredients they know about?
There are some on the page, yeah.
What?
Which are
You would have learnt about
Was
blood,
Obsidian one?
Austenite, Obsidian was one of them,
They would have had plenty of access to that just being in the room.
maybe.
Isn't it like everywhere? Like the obsidian sands are made of
It's
obsidian.
made of sand, but it's not Obsidian crystal.
They need like proper crystal for it to work. Where does that get mined?
The Drakenspire.
Okay. And that's nearby?
Sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Fucking sick.
Where is it on the map?
That's nearby.
Is
so that is somewhere.
the massive
The
rocky
big spike.
area right above the chasm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's
Down.
nearby, that's somewhere we could go to see if it has been hit and has a massive pillar sticking out of it.
You would know that that area is very much protected
Right.
in terms of gathering Obsidian.
Obsidian.
That's why it's expensive for the riffs and skimmers.
What's Obsidian used for?
Channeling soul energy mostly. It's like combined with soul energy, it makes a battery of sorts. It's what powers most of these gadgets. It's what powers my skill.
Okay.
What are the other ingredients?
So, Austenite, Obsidian, Soul Gem, Blood, Fire.
Your people with fire, or at least you were last. No.
Fire?
Yeah.
Bone, and that's all you would have known.
Bone. Where would they get a shit ton of bone? Is there like a huge graveyard somewhere?
Is there like a zone?
Bone zone?
Zone?
Is there like a bone zone? History potentially of me knowing if there's like a huge area of
Yeah, can we all just sort
dead
of
people?
be rolling to see
Big
if
old
we know?
graveyard
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'll
Sure.
roll.
I mean, fire is especially
With
interesting.
22 history, is there
Wind,
anywhere in the
water,
world that I
hot.
would know about that's being like historically lots of dead people? Lots of bones, or a big elephant graveyard, or
There's been a lot of war, specifically in Coldre, and there was about 200-ish years ago the war between Crestfell and the Trilands. But in terms of a big lot of bones, there is the stories of the Sleetwings.
do they have bones? I thought they were like giant moths.
They are. Internally, they have bones.
Ah, they have bones. So the Sleetwings are underneath Austin, aren't they?
Zunkara.
Zunkara.
But there was a legend of a particular one that escaped. Crashed in the Mistwood.
No, it
Or
was
died in the Mistwood.
I was thinking about huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exposition. Could be Sleetwing bones. That's the biggest bones I can think of.
And
Great.
fire.
Fire.
13.
Your people? Fire?
I was also thinking about the fire.
What'd you get?
21.
Great lot of fire. Fire islands.
That should have been obvious to all of us.
Yeah, probably should have been
In
obvious.
hindsight, that's
Hindsight.
probably the information we all should have been like, fire islands.
Yeah, fire islands. Probably.
I mean, it feels a bit on the nose.
Should have been, really. And the bones are probably from the Bone Islands, thinking about it.
Makes sense.
It's really,
Actually, you know what?
I don't think
I
it's
used
a
to,
word.
I used to cruise to the Bone Islands on my holidays.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So I should probably not. If I am the eternal flame, that's a lot of fire.
Yeah,
Probably-
that's what I was thinking.
Actually, you're probably the best one to check that place out, right?
You immune to fire. You don't take fire damage.
No.
You don't know.
You've
Set
never
me
stuck
on
your
fire,
hand
let's
in a-
find out.
You've never stuck your hand in a fire.
Make a fire.
Fireball.
You just shoot a firebolt at Cadence.
No, do it.
That's where I'm at.
Do it.
Did you say bolt? Okay, good.
Do it.
Because we're in my workshop.
No, you were.
Not cool with that.
Go for
Don't
it.
you worry. Does a 17 hit you?
Oh, does it?
I imagine you're not.
Yeah, it
I imagine
does.
You're not dodgy.
Yes, that hits.
Alright, that is 15 damage.
You take 15 points of damage as you set
Ooh,
on
that
fire.
looks like it hurts.
Okay.
Are you
And
okay?
you
That
are a
looked like it
plant person.
And I'm a plant.
Are you okay?
You then
Holy shit.
hear a rageful roar from within you
Oh God.
as you immediately, like the eternal flames encompasses you to put out the other fire, and rages larger than you've ever seen it.
Okay.
Alright, let's calm
Okay.
this down.
Okay.
Let's calm this
Okay.
down. You okay? You
Okay.
okay? Can you control this?
No.
Let's
Oh, he
calm
mad.
this.
Oh, he's so angry. No, thank you. Shh.
He
Does it go out or does it
it
not go out?
hasn't surfaced in 29 days.
Does it
Yeah,
not, does it not go out?
I'm so glad that you are still here. I'm so sorry that we couldn't find. I'm still looking. It's on my radar.
You see it like
It's on my radar. It's on my radar.
What's on your radar?
What
This
is on your radar?
I would know. I would know immediately that this is magical fire, right? 'Cause yeah, so that's not gonna work.
What's on your radar?
What was that?
What? Oh, I have the eternal flame inside of me.
Which is
A spirit.
It's a fire incarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of cool.
What?
Since when do we just start shooting fire at each other? What the fuck is going on here?
How
That's
else are we
guys.
supposed to find out?
It's fine.
I don't get a fucking candle?
It's
Put your
fine.
finger over it, see if it hurts a little
It's
bit.
boring.
I open up a drawer in Bibblebop and get out like a
I can
first
just heal
aid kit
Cade
specifically
when
about burns. And as I'm about to, I'll be like, Aiden, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Holy magic.
Did you
Yeah.
just touch? Oh, lay on hands.
Mhm.
You also touch the eternal flame, so you're gonna take damage.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
I'll take
cure wounds you, and then I'm like, no, I'm gonna cure your hands
Yeah.
instead. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You
so,
take 7 points of damage.
so I'm back to my max now.
Yeah, you can give me
Okay.
15.
Thanks.
I'm
Okay, so-
I'm gonna cure that 7 points with some first aid stuff.
So
That's
I'm
killing
technically
Right.
looking for the shadow spirit.
The endless shadows.
So it's called okay. I'll give them a brief history lesson of the spirits that I've met, and I tell Iggy that that his friend is the blood,
Nashayla.
and Nashayla is one of the spirits, the spirit of blood. It's great.
What?
She's the spirit. She's the blood spirit.
Who is this?
She's the princess of Austin.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
couldn't.
Future princess of Lost.
She couldn't hang out because she was like busy, but she gave us blood to do the ritual.
That just raises my hackles a little bit.
About what?
Well, they need blood.
Blood. It's on this.
And it was
Blood's
happening
one
on
of the things
the
they need.
19th of Prenos, right? When this place went down, and so did Queensport.
Is this princess an Ethid?
No.
So the thing with the thing was.
Why
is-
did we hang out? Recall check. I wanted to see if she was an Ethid. Because she had a spirit in her.
Do they need blood or Ethid blood?
I have
Blood.
a spirit in me, and I'm
Blood.
not
Just
an Ethid.
blood.
just blood.
The symbol just says blood.
Oh, I thought it was
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's a concern. I had crossed blood out.
Yeah.
Now I'm concerned.
Maybe your family trauma isn't that part of the ritual.
Oh, it was just a added bonus.
It has to be things that is happening at the time when they're doing the ritual.
So
They just need the things. They just need all these ingredients.
Mm.
And then I assume over the next
70 days.
70 days, other pillars are gonna fall from the sky.
At those places where the things are important.
Maybe.
Was something important in Queensport?
That's what the siege.
No, it's
I can
German
answer
Duke.
that. I can answer that. Everyone shut up. I can answer that. So underneath Queensport, so there are four spirits, right? There's the Eternal Flame, the Everwinds, the Enduring Scion, and the Increscent Blood. There is also a fifth spirit that was locked away underneath Queensport.
This is what you were babbling about.
We thought that the Endless Shadow don't to the flame. I'm like, don't. The Endless Shadow was escaping and was the shadow monster that was attacking everything. That's what we thought. So I got together with all of the other spirits and we went under Queensport and we went to his cage and he got out.
So that was their plan.
Maybe.
Make it look like he was out so that you check how did he get out. And by checking, you let him out.
I guess. Sure.
Why was he locked away?
Probably not for a good reason.
These 5 spirits,
Yeah.
what are they? Like, what's the
Flame?
point of them? No, I know what they
Oh.
are, but what's the point of them? Why 5? Why?
don't
What? Are
fucking
they like
know.
the original things? Are they like the elements that make up the
incarnates.
world? Is it like
I'll make a pentagram.
yeah, but like
Do it.
But what are they?
From your knowledge of what you've found so far, the 5 spirits were representatives of the spirit world that resided and guided the world. It's what a lot of the Ethid tribes were named after.
Blood tribe. Oh shit!
So your blood. Wait, what?
Yes, I come from the blood tribe.
You would have been named. Your tribe would have been named after the spirit
The increscent
that
blood.
is now in the princess.
Yeah.
Soon to be princess.
That's probably why we hung out a lot.
And fire. So we've got spirit and fire.
Yeah, the people that I know were
And what were the other three? Plants, shadows, and something?
winds,
Wind?
scion, which is
Plant life.
plant, and the endless shadow.
Wind, plants, and shadows. It just seems weird that like two of the 5 spirits are 2 of the ingredients they need: blood and fire.
Yeah. Anyway,
It could be that the page that's missing has the other 3 on it or something.
oh, that's true. Why was the endless shadow looked up?
You don't know.
Can I?
So shadow. So what is the point of these spirits? Like without them, the world wouldn't have that thing. Like if the blood spirit wasn't around,
And
like
people would still have blood.
yeah. So like, what's the point of it? Like I'm talking to you. You have the fire in you, right? Can we
It's
talk to you?
currently raging.
Yeah, this is the fire spirit, the eternal
Yeah.
fire. Can we talk to it in the same way that we can talk to Skipty and that? Does it manifest the voice? Excuse me, eternal fire. Can you speak to us in some way that we can understand you?
You've always felt or intuited its emotions rather than it speaking to you.
Yeah, I've never really had words come from it. Just vibes. We just pick up on the vibes. But like right now, it's pissed.
It's
Didn't like
attacked.
being hit, which is fair and valid. Anyway, turns out the eternal flame and the endless shadow had a thing. Shut up. Had a thing.
Makes sense. Fire makes shadow.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah, light. Can't have shadow without light.
So is it
Fire is the source of light.
fire or is it light?
I don't know.
I don't know. Flash once for fire and twice for light, I guess.
You remember that it was everything light.
Oh, it's everything light. It just kind of manifests itself into fire. But anyway, shadow's gone. Fire's pissed. Need to find the shadow so that fire not pissed.
With the shadow locked away, was the
Iggy.
world less shadowed?
Roll me a recall roll.
Yeah, it's confusing. Real good. That was
Just
cocked
less
because it
nighttime.
hit the side.
You think back to your childhood friend, Nishayla, and why you would have become friends in the first place. You remember something that Aneska had relayed to you when informing you about your parents and about your sister. That they were ambassadors that used to visit the city of Austin to conduct relations between the city of Austin and the Trilands and the Ether tribes. Some sort of political connection between the princess and your family's tribe.
I just thought they were playdates. Like, ambassadors. Did they ever... Were they ever with Nishayla? Like,
Your family?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just hung out with her, hey. Do I remember where Nishayla got the Endless Shadow from? Or if she had it when she was a kid?
The Crescent Blood?
Your Crescent Blood, sorry?
You can dig a little deeper for me. Roll again.
Do
Yeah,
it. Do
absolutely.
it. Can I
Just sit
can I
there.
see him like? Is this something that's manifesting?
I don't
Just
know
so I
if
can
we
guidance.
can. I don't know if we can do any of that shit for
Can't guidance
rolls.
them?
I don't know if it's a skill check.
Guidance. Do it anyway. It's a cantrip.
No.
16.
Ooh.
A memory comes to you.
See, guidance work.
You and Nishayla are young, 5 or 6. And you ask about her sister. She replies to you,
We don't talk about her. She's different. Just know that when I am older, I am going to inherit more than the throne. I don't think I want it. I've seen what it did to Mother and my sister. I don't know why my grandma wants me. Why I am special or chosen.
Well, you're special because you're a really good friend.
Yeah. Come on, show me the light thing again.
Oh, yeah! Fireball, fireball, fireball.
And you return to reality. The line she said repeats in your mind that she is going to inherit more than just the throne.
When you come back, Kate's showing off their tattoos, which is the...
When's her coronation?
Next year.
Next year.
So this is.
So this is the... It's on Kate's arm. They're like, okay, so this is the Increscent Blood. And then that one is Everwinds. And then we have Enduring Scion. And then Eternal Flame. And those are all of the little symbols that are on my body.
I don't know if she's got it. She has it now, but then she hasn't inherited the throne yet, right?
Roll me an insight check.
This is really important shit.
Guidance.
Help me.
Would she automatically do so for,
Yeah, I see.
Whoever
You
died.
see, he's really struggling with things. I open up a drawer from Bill Bob and get like smelling salts, crack them, and just like, and then like sharpen the brain a little.
19.
You think of the timeline. In order for Nashayla to inherit the throne, the princess of Austin would have to have died.
And she's not right now.
And there was a recent rebellion in the city of Austin.
Before
That's,
I left?
That civil unrest that you were talking
After
about.
I left?
Between the trial of Allegra and when you returned to the city.
You said there was civil unrest.
Yeah.
That was them trying to kill the princess so that whoever it is going to inherit the throne. Who was
shit.
it who was inheriting the throne?
Nashayla.
Who? And that's the blood.
The blood
The blood
one,
spirit.
and she couldn't... Are you retelling this information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exposition.
You also, thinking about it now, Imari was gone the entire time you'd been in the city of Austin.
Oh no, what?
And she is also a granddaughter of the princess.
Yeah.
And that
No! Sister!
Don't let her say it! Everybody tell them it's and then she got the episode!
that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Chronicles of Aelwyn. This has been very exciting. We had sponsors for this episode, the Dungeon Fog and Lions Tower. We never got to. So in order for that to be the case, they are going to be the sponsors for next week's episode as well.
Woo!
Just to showcase what
What
we
they can
had
do.
planned.
No, we missed a fight!
We missed a
Oh,
fight!
we were gonna have a fight?
There was
We got too dumpy!
Not too
Dumping,
Let us
more
say-
dumping!
We're
dumping
all
all
over
over
you.
you.
Or
Dumping
dumping
all
over
over
a
us.
tattoo.
Thank you
Dumper.
so much for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday.
Pew 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 pew!
good.